Hey there, Papercrafters. We are back at the CHA Paper Art Show in the summer of 2015. We're in Schaumburg, Illinois, and we are at the Little Bee booth. And we are going to be talking with Dale, and she's going to walk us through some of their products. Some of you may have seen some of these, but there's some clever ideas in them, and we want to make sure that you're aware of them, especially for those of you who are also following us on craft storage ideas. There's a really neat storage element to this product Dale's going to show us. So let's take a look.
Hi there. Okay, I'm going to show you the Little Bee cutting dies. These are thin metal edge dies. They picture the design on the cover, but what's really great on this, it's not only a way to show it in the store, but it's a way for you to store all of your dies. This is a magnetic surface, so I have pre-cut some, and I'm going to show you how wonderful it is that it's in this book. All of them are not shown, so you can see what you're missing when you work your dies. So this one has been run through the die, and I'm also using the magnetic piercing tool. It's a magnet, and oopsie, that one, there we go. It holds it right like that, which is great for picking up, but the other end has a very blunt-ended piercing element, and what's great is you can poke it out a little bit so that then you are freeing your die from the backing area. And then I'm just slipping that in, and I am going along here and not ripping my skinny little die cut piece of paper. I know we've all done that and how distressed we are when that happens. So I was able to free that up beautifully, and I'm going to pop this one out too. Now this one has a backing that's open, so I can get into it, but you see I'm using the piercing tool as like a leverage. I'm not sticking it through because I don't want to pop my paper or make holes in it, but then once I get it through, I'm just picking it out, and everything is coming free of that. Now if there was a little piece in there, I could use my piercing tool to pop it out. So what's great about these is I'm able to make really great cards for a fraction, and I can also get these set up in advance so that I have them ready to go. I also like to die cut things when I've got a stray piece of paper around, and I can work with this die and really get some great designs and have them for other cards.
Awesome. So for those of you who are following us on Craft Storage Ideas, you know that we've been sharing different ways to store embossing folders and dies. And this is just really awesome because it's built right into the product. So, you know, you've got your dies stored in there, and then you can just fold this up, and you can stand this right up in your container, and you can stand your other ones with it. So I just think it's a really awesome idea.
We also sell it not filled. So this one has been filled with a bunch of dies that I'm working with. So this is a blank, and then you can fill it all in and then label it so that you can store it in your room.
Awesome. Love it. Love it.
Thanks.
Okay, and then you're going to show us some punches as well?
I am. I'm going to show you some punches, so let me clear out these dies. I've got, this is a functional punch. And we call it functional because it's not like your traditional die punch where you punch out a shape. This is a fringe punch, and in essence it's making kind of the effect of grass. So it's got a plate that edges everything out for you. So I'm going to punch, and this has a mechanism where it's easier to punch. I mean, I could do it up in the air, but for the sake of the camera, we'll keep it on the table. But you can see on the plate here, there are little silver lines that I'm matching it up. And then I'm punching again, and I'm doing it in a continuous pattern. And what's great is I can make this whole sheet of paper a layer of fringe, or grass as we refer to it. You can do it in different colors and layer them together. It's just a fun punch to work with. So I'm going to try and finish this up so you can see. And I haven't been paying attention, to be honest, because I'm talking. So I might have scooched up a little bit, but really it's so natural. It's so lifelike fringe. And what people have done is you can flip this out and you can make it look like party grass, and it's also great for edging cards, edging a frame. Really a fun product. So I'm going to continue and show another item that makes functional punch. Same thing. This is a ticket punch, and for any of you that are doing events, then you want to have something special. Here is a way to make tickets same way. You use that base as your surface. You just start cutting. And the main thing about this is, in addition to the lining up, is you want to keep your paper to the edge of the starting side, because then it keeps it in line. Because you see at this side, you've lost that edge. So you don't want to get it out of whack, but it really makes a great ticket that then can be lettered on. You could have printed this so that it had something in place of the ticket shapes. But there you go. I have a full strip of tickets. I already have the die cuts in it, and what a lot of people like to do is fold it up and make it be kind of a ticket pack. So functional punches.
Very fun. And then they've got these other punches here.
This is a tearaway, and then we have some trim edgers. So you can see this is a little lace doily, and this one's a pretty daisy floral, and then also your basic shapes. And if you come back here, I'll show you that the beauty of these punches is there is a locking mechanism there, so it can store flat. And what's great about this too is when you store it flat, it's actually got the item on there, so you see what is in your bin when it's all stored.
So again, a really great item for storage because of the fact that it makes it really easy to see what you have and be able to find it.
And can lock it down.
And then they've got these beautiful paper flowers. We showed you a little bit about that in January, but we just wanted to show you again how many really cool flowers you can make.
And these are all in kits.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Dale. We
Thank
appreciate
you.
your time.
Bye.